Hello everyone, we are Team Underlords, and today we would like to introduce you to our newest mobile game concept, Power Siege Alien Armistice. Here we shall go over our intentions for the game's theme and premise, the mechanics, the gameplay surrounding the mechanics, and we shall also cover possible competition that the game will face within the mobile market. Our game's target demographic would be young adults who enjoy the RTS genre of gaming. We believe that the mobile platforms such as iOS and Android would be best suited for providing the quick-paced kind of play that we are looking for through the tap and swipe feature. Having this game on a mobile device allows easy accessibility for a large range of consumers. The game is intended for 1 to 4 players. This game can be played online with other people, or it can be played solo. Within our game, each player takes on the role of a Federation faction commander, charged with exploring a dead alien world in search of artifacts that will help them in their ongoing war with another invading alien race. Each faction is vying for power in order to prove their faction's level of importance in the war. Now, let's talk about gameplay. Each player will begin the game with 3 scouts that will each start in the main base of the Federation. This map screen gives players an overview of the game and quickly relays information about all players' total power levels, as well as the status of each of their scouts. By tapping on a scout from the map overview screen, players will be snapped to that individual scout screen. From this individual screen, players will be able to tap a scout and then tap anywhere on the terrain to move the scout to that location. The map has a fog of war that obscures terrain until a scout explores nearby. As each scout explores, they will come across caves that have the potential for alien artifacts, as well as for misfortune and influential discoveries. Misfortunes and influential discoveries are negative and positive effects that can also lead to a karmic choice. If you help another player, you gain positive karma. If you help yourself, you lose karma. The better your karma score, the faster your scouts will move and gather artifacts. The reverse is also true, however, so watch out. Let's take a closer look at how each of our mechanics impacts gameplay. In Power Siege Alien Armistice, players have tons of information to assess. Current power level of each player and how their power compares to others. How decisions will affect your karma. What is the current status of each of your scouts? When is the best time to use an artifact as a weapon? Or when to return an artifact to base for an increase in power. In this storyboard, players are collecting artifacts. If they can return those artifacts to the main base, they collect power. Not only are artifacts collected from hidden caves throughout the map, they can also be retrieved if dropped by any scout, including your enemies. Once all artifacts that have been spawned on the map have been collected and returned to the main base, the player with the most power wins. Once a player acquires an artifact, they have 3 ways to consume it. First, a scout carrying artifacts can consume one of them to destroy an enemy scout or alien. Secondly, a player may instead choose to give another nearby player's scout to give an artifact to, which will improve karma, which will improve movement and collection speed. Thirdly, a player automatically consumes artifacts when they return a scout to base with artifacts. In this last case, all artifacts being carried are exchanged for power. In our game, we have utilized the obfuscate mechanic in 3 primary ways: the fog of war, the contents of hidden caves, and the threat of aliens. The fog of war covers the map to obscure what a player sees. As scouts move across the map, this fog dissipates. You only see what your scouts have uncovered. Players will discover hidden caves throughout the land. What they find inside of the caves could be one of 3 things: artifacts, misfortunes, or influential discoveries. Lastly, when an alien spawns, the player will not know which direction the alien is coming from unless they have previously explored that area. Our final mechanic is randomization, and it is utilized in 3 ways: map generation, chest contents, and alien spawning. At the start of each game, the map randomly generates terrain, caves, and total artifacts. Aliens also spawn at random locations throughout the game. In doing a comparison study, we have highlighted 3 games currently in the marketplace that would be considered our competition: Metcom 3D, King's Castle, and Orc War. Metcom offers similarities in mechanics, but does not offer the strategic choices that we do. King's Castle offers similar mechanics in both exploration and resource collection, but has no fog of war. Finally, the RTS Orcs War shares our exploration gameplay, in which players explore to find treasures, but doesn't have a multiplayer system. And we would just like to say thank you. We look forward to hearing from you.